Hello everybody, Dr. Michael Lamas here for Teaching Subjects, and today we are going to discuss functions of nouns in sentences, specifically their role as subject, object, and in prepositions. So with that, let's get into it. Okay, so before diving into the functions of nouns, let's quickly revisit of what a noun is. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. Essentially, nouns allow us to identify and talk about the people, places, objects, and concepts around us. There are different types of nouns, each serving a specific role. So, for example, we have common nouns. These common nouns refer to general items or people like teacher, city, dog. These are everyday words that do not need capitalization. Then we have proper nouns, which name specific people, places, or brands such as Michael, London, or Toyota. And as a reminder, these ones are always capitalized. And we also have abstract nouns, and these represent intangible concepts or ideas like love, freedom, or happiness. Unlike physical objects, abstract nouns cannot be touched, but they are felt and experienced. And each type of noun plays a unique role in helping us communicate ideas clearly and effectively. So let's explore how these nouns function within the sentences. Okay, so let's discuss nouns as the subject of a sentence. The subject is essentially the who or what that the sentence is about. It's what is performing the action or being described in some way. So, for example, in the sentence, the dog barks, the subject is the dog. This is the noun that performs the action of barking. In the sentence, London is beautiful, London is a proper noun and is being described. But nouns as subjects don't just refer to people or animals, they can also refer to places like cities or countries, things, or even abstract ideas such as emotions or concepts. So, for example, in the sentence, happiness is key to a healthy life, here the word happiness is an idea or concept that acts as the subject of the sentence. In every sentence, the subject must agree with the verb, meaning if the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. And the same applies to plurals. This agreement is essential in constructing grammatically correct sentences. When you're preparing for the writing section, being able to identify the subject of a sentence is important. The subject tells us who or what is performing the action and what the sentence is discussing. In academic writing, which is common in IELTS tasks, subjects often consist of more than just a single word. They can be noun phrases. So let's look at this example here. Environmental pollution affects many cities worldwide. Here, environmental pollution is not just one word, but a noun phrase that acts as the subject of a sentence. It's the focus of the action of affecting is directed towards cities. In IELTS writing, you'll often encounter sentences with complex subjects, so it's very important to practice spotting them. And remember, identifying the subject accurately helps ensure that your sentence is clear and grammatically correct, which is important for achieving a high band score. Always ask yourself, who or what is the sentence about? Once you find that, you found your subject. Okay, so nouns as objects. So when we talk about nouns as objects, we're referring to the role they play in receiving the action of the verb in the sentence. Objects typically come in two forms. It's either direct or indirect. Now, direct objects receive the action of the verb directly. They answer the question what or whom the action is happening to. So, for example, in the sentence, she gave the gift. The noun gift is a direct object because it's the thing being given. Now, there is indirect objects. Indirect objects are the recipients of the direct object. They answer the question to whom or for whom the action is done. So in the sentence, she gave the gift to her friend. The noun friend is the indirect object because they are the ones receiving the gift. Here's another example. The teacher helped the students. In this case, students is the direct object because they are receiving the teacher's help. Understanding how nouns function as objects helps us grasp how actions and ideas are conveyed in sentences. So, in the IELTS writing section, being able to identify objects in a sentence is important for ensuring that your writing is clear and well structured. The object of a sentence is the noun or noun phrase that receives the action of the verb, and it plays a key role in conveying meaning. In most cases, the object is a direct object, and this means that it answers the question what or whom after the verb, and understanding this will help you form more precise sentences in your IELTS responses. So let's look at an example. Government should invest more in education. In this sentence, education is a direct object because it receives the action of the verb invest. By recognizing direct objects like this, you'll ensure that your sentences are not only grammatically correct, but also conveying meaning effectively. Now that we've focused on identifying the direct object, let's move forward and explore more ways to enhance your sentence structure in the IELTS writing. Okay, so nouns in prepositional phrases. Now, prepositions are keywords that help us understand the relationships between nouns and other parts of a sentence. They indicate where something is, when something happens, or how it moves. Okay, so in other words, they tell us about position, time, and direction. So let's look at an example. In this sentence, the book is on the table. The book is on the table. Here we have two nouns, book and table. The preposition word on shows us the relationship between these two nouns, specifically the location of the book in relation to table. Again, the book, which is a noun, is on, preposition, the table. The book is on the table. So prepositions often connect nouns to other words to create a clearer meaning. So for instance, in this case, without the preposition word on, we would not know where the book is. We would just say the book, the table. Where is the book? It's on the table. The book is on the table. So understanding how prepositions works is essential for accurate sentence structure and is especially important when you're expressing ideas clearly. For example, for those in the IELTS that are taking the exam, it'll help you express your ideas clearly in the writing and speaking tasks. Okay, so just some common prepositional phrases in the IELTS. So using prepositional phrases correctly, again, can add clarity and detail to your sentence. So a prepositional phrase is made up of a preposition followed by a noun, and it helps to show relationship in terms of location, time, and ideas. And some of the most common used prepositions include the word in, on, at, under, over, and in between, which are the words that we have here on the table. You can write these down, put them in your notes, or pause the video, but these are some that you should memorize and have them in your vocabulary. And these prepositions can help you describe everything from time and place to more abstract ideas. So let's break down the example sentence that we have here. The example sentence that we have is the rise in technology has transformed industries. Again, the rise in technology has transformed industries. Here, the prepositional phrase is in technology, where the word in connects the noun rise with technology, showing us what the rise relates to. And mastering these phrases is important as they frequently do appear in the IELTS writing tasks to describe trends, relationships, or locations. And knowing how to use these prepositional phrases will help you improve your writing and your speaking score. So it's very important that you understand these. Okay, so now that we covered the different functions of nouns, let's put that knowledge into practice by analyzing some example sentences. So your task here is to identify how each noun functions within the sentence, whether it's a subject, a direct object, indirect object, or part of a prepositional phrase. So You can either pause this, try to do it yourself, or just follow along with us. Okay, so number one, sentence one. So in the first sentence, the students studied math in the library. The noun students is the subject. They are performing the action. Math is the direct object. It is what is being studied. And finally, library is part of the prepositional phrase in the library, showing us the location of the action. Again, the students studied math where? In the library. Good. Let's do the second sentence. He gave her a gift. He is the subject performing the action. Her is the indirect object, okay? It tells us who is receiving the gift. And gift is the direct object, the thing that is being given. Okay, he gave her a gift. Remember, he did. He's the subject. He's performing the action. And he's giving her, right, the indirect object. It tells us who's receiving the gift, and the gift, the direct object, the thing that's being given. Good. Okay, so the last sentence. The car is parked in front of the house. Car is the subject performing the action of being parked. House is part of the prepositional phrase in front of the house. This is giving a location in front of the house. It gives us more information about the car's location. And understanding the function of each noun in a sentence helps us clarify the meaning and also improves your sentence structure when you're doing your writing sections. Okay, so as we wrap up, let's review the key takeaways. So throughout this lesson that we did, we've learned that nouns play various roles in sentences. They can function as subjects, direct or indirect objects, or be part of prepositional phrases. And understanding how nouns fit into each of these roles is important for writing clearly and effectively. Now, this knowledge is especially important for those that are taking the IELTS, especially in the writing section, where examiners are looking for grammatical range and accuracy. So by using nouns appropriately and understanding their function in your sentences will improve your clarity of your writing and also add complexity that can boost your scores. So the more you practice identifying and using nouns in different roles, the better equipped you're going to be to achieve a higher band score in your writing and also your speaking sections for those that are taking the IELTS exam. So again, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or if you need clarity. I answer every single question. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.